Hello, Cancer, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your March Horoscope from me, Kim McGrath at Expressions of the Universe. So, our month will be starting off with a full moon in Virgo on March the 9th, and Mercury will be going direct on the same day. So, it's going to be an extremely magical day. Cannot wait. It will be in Cancer's first house of the self image, everything about yourself. And I've been telling Cancers, you got to take care of yourselves. The North Node is only in Cancer for about another month and a half until May 5th when it moves into Gemini for the next year. So you have about 2 months left to really, really take care of yourselves and treat yourselves well. There will be a new moon in Aries on March the 24th, and that will be in Cancer's 7th house of relationships, partnerships, and marriages. So, if you're single, you may be finding somebody brand new. If you are paired up, you may be breaking up. And if you may be going into a new business venture, so, it's not just about relationships, like love relationships. It's also business partnerships. It's our friendships. It's our relationships with family. That will be the highlight come the third week of March. So let's pick an angel card for the Cancer, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. And your card is power. And what does the power card say? Well, the affirmation says, I am serene, powerful, and confident, which is interesting because I think a lot of Cancer sometimes, they're very introverted, so they stay in their shell. And is that because they lack confidence? I don't know, because I know a lot of Cancers that are like, whoa, really in your face. But it says that you are reminded that your essence is divine, so let no one diminish you. So I'm feeling that there's some Cancers out there that have been taken advantage of, probably because they do too much for other people. When you feel totally serene and at peace, you are powerful, for no one can upset or influence you. I love that, and it's about standing in your own power. So that's pretty amazing. Now I'm wondering, you Cancers out there, how the Mercury retrograde has affected you, because the majority of the retrograde has been in Pisces, which is a sister water sign. So I would think, and I'm a Cancer rising, and it was one hell of a Mercury retrograde for me. I can't wait for it to be over. So you'll have to comment me and let me know how the last few weeks have affected you. Now let's pick a crystal card and get a message from the Crystal Ally deck. See what kind of energies that we are working with this month. I don't like any of them. Here we go. Oh, this is great. It's Moldavite, and it is about transformation. And this is fantastic. It's like a butterfly coming out of its cocoon. Moldavite is a really great stone, but I don't always recommend it to newbies because it is so super strong. It took me a really long time to be able to work with this. Every time I would wear it, I would get a migraine headache within, 30 minutes to an hour, and I had to take it off. Plus Moldavite is really expensive. So I kind of recommend malachite. It's not the same. Moldavite was formed from a meteor that crashed in Europe somewhere. And I want to say the Ukraine or Russia, somewhere in that area. I can't remember 100% sure, but it formed like this glassy, bubbly kind of really weirdness. I'm telling you, it's extremely powerful. It's very strong. But if you do insist on getting some Moldavite, you can get some Larimar to wear with it. because it will help balance it out. It'll bring some soothing sea energy to that, and you won't have as many problems with that. Could make you really kind of sick to your stomach or give you bad headaches. But, or you can just start wearing it a little bit at a time. And then if you don't feel well, take it off and go from there. Let's see what your animal totem for the month of March is. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that there's a crab in this deck. Oh, okay. Now this goes perfect with the power card that just came up, and it's skunk animal totem. And the skunk animal totem says know your worth. Pretty sure that's what it says, know your worth. So this is about self-confidence, and that's what this power card was about. Skunks get very defensive when they're frightened, and then they spray. But other than that, they are super sweet. I actually like the smell of the skunk. But this is talking about knowing what you are worth. It's your self-worth. It's your self-confidence. And I think a lot of Cancers may feel beaten down because they do give so much to everybody else. And people take advantage of Cancer's good nature. So with the full moon on March 9th being in Cancer's first house, it's about the self, it's about taking care of the self, and it's about transforming and changing your self-image and the face that you're putting out into the world. So let's see what the planets have to say about this so far. I'm curious, being a Cancer rising, because this is for me, so know my worth. Yeah, I mean, we can always use some better self-confidence and improvement. So this is interesting. So at the top of the hour, Capricorn energy is coming up. So this could be career, this could be a person, this could be somebody new that's coming in. This could be the Cancers just working too much, trying to climb the social ladder. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, hardworking. It bestows shrewdness, but it cautions over being overly ambitious. So let's see how that's going to play out. I'm wondering, with the new moon being in the 7th house, if a Capricorn isn't coming in. But I can't see Capricorns and Cancers getting along very well. They're both too stubborn. And when you put a water sign with an earth sign, you get mud. So I don't recommend this. So hopefully this is business related. Underlying issue is the 8th house. And here we have transformation coming up again. So that is pretty interesting. This is also transforming an area of your life. This is also about our shared resources, so like real estate, our marital property. Whenever I see 8th house, I think of endings, intense emotions. This could be the division of property, inheritances, divorces. So that could be coming up with that new moon. Like I said, either some of you are coming together and you're pooling your resources together with another person, or you're dividing it, because not everybody's in the exact same place. This is going to resonate with some of you. Take what does, leave the rest. But I would also caution over endings, things ending, jobs ending, relationships ending. Not favorable. Big transformations are coming, and so I think things will settle down after May 5th, once the North Node moves into Gemini and there isn't such a big highlight on the Cancers. All right, so this is interesting. The moon is coming up in what in the position of what has already become part of the situation. The moon is about hidden things. It's about things that need to be revealed, secrets, lies, deceit. This is also our unconscious emotional responses to things being controlled by the moon. This is the phases of the moon, so pay attention to the full moon and the new moon. Not only this month, but Cancers are ruled by the moon, so you've got to pay attention to every major moon phase, because it's like the ebb and flow of the ocean, of the tides, and that's how your emotions go. They come in and they go out. But I'd be cautious about who's around you, if they're telling you the truth or not. There's something that's hidden that isn't being revealed yet. Interesting, Pisces, because this is more emotion, more water coming to the surface. This is duality. So this is two different stories. We're in that Pisces energy right now. Now, this is also compassionate, loving energy. This is also psychic energy. So I'm hearing that you may be the one that finds out what is being hidden, what is not being said. So pay attention to your intuition. This is also talking about the arts and an art student or somebody who is an artist. So that could be specific message for you. All right, let me get this planetary deck and see what this has to say. I like to do a couple of layers so that I can get the full story going on for the month, instead of just, picking a couple of cards, because it's for the whole month. We need to have the whole entire picture. All right, so Sagittarius, and it says, I see. This is also talking about our beliefs. This is on top of the skunk totem, the transformation card, the power card, and that Capricorn card. So what am I picking up from this? This is about, what do you believe? I feel that the Cancers really kind of need to get grounded, and you have to tap into your beliefs. You have to tap into your spirituality, and some divine guidance. And that's going to go with that Pisces energy as well. The underlying, now this is interesting because it's Scorpio, and this is more water energy, but this is a fiery, kind of passionate water energy. And this says, I transform. And this is going to go perfect with this Moldavite and the transformation card. So this is begging you to transform. I feel as though guides are saying that some of you Cancer, sun signs, rising signs, and moons are in a bad relationship, whether it be work or love or friendship, that you really need to get out of. Taking care of yourself, paying attention to yourself, transforming yourself, transforming the situation. All right, third house messages. Now this is interesting because it's on top of the moon, saying that things are hidden, and then we have third house messages coming out. So these messages will be revealed. It's just this is ancient wisdom. So I'm feeling as though that you are going to get some answers through spirit guides. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to signs along the way. That's what I'm picking up from this card. And go with your gut. Go with your gut instinct, because it will be correct. And then Aquarius, I know. So it's interesting because it says, I see what's going on around me. I know what is happening around me. But I think that the Cancers just kind of want to stay in their shell and not deal with the situation. That's what I think a lot of Cancers are doing. Let's see if we can get a little more insight for this, because I feel as though you're acting very much like a Pisces and kind of putting your head in the sand, not wanting to deal with the situation. Sometimes it's easier to just put up with shitty situations than to have to go through an upheaval. There's a period of solitude coming. So I do feel that there are breakups or separations or, being sacked from a job, or a changing of jobs, changing of home, where you are by yourself. That's funny because I am a Cancer rising and my kids just moved out. So maybe I should pay attention to this, because now I'm going through a period of solitude for the first time in a long time, which I love, by the way. All right. The underlying situation, things are not going to be happening anytime quickly, because this says the waiting game. So this is talking about utter patience, perfect timing. This is saying that you don't have to rush anything. You really want to take your time and figure things out. And I'm thinking that based on the symbolism in the card is probably come June. So you've got a couple of months to toy with everything that's going on. Authority. So I would think that somebody will be served some legal papers. This could be divorce decree. That is on top of the messages and the moon card. Maybe you don't even see it. I feel like you may be blindsided by what is coming your way. Authority also cautions against speeding, drinking and driving, getting a ticket, because you don't want to wind up with a ticket or wind up in jail because of this. But I feel like papers are going to be served. You could be the one serving the papers. So if you're looking for a sign that says, should I be doing this? I'm saying, yeah, you should be. And on top of the Aquarius, I know, and the Pisces, like, I don't know. It's obstacles and challenges. So a lot of changes are coming for the Cancers. I think it's going to be a topsy-turvy few months ahead, although this is just the March Horoscope reading. I feel that you're not out of the woods yet. And I will do one last card from my happy deck in hopes that we can get some good news. All right, Cancers, give me a good one. Give me a good one for you little crabs. And this is interesting and it's perfect. It's TikTok and it goes perfect with this waiting game card. TikTok says, be patient. You're not running out of time. Everything happens in perfect timing. TikTok also reminds us that we always have enough time. And I really love this card. It's one of my favorites. It reminds us that when we think that, we're rushing, we have to get something done because we're running out of time, there could be deadlines. So wait a second. Now I'm hearing, if you are trying to file papers or you need to sign something by a certain deadline, you want to pay attention to those details, but otherwise, take your time, be patient. You're not running out of time unless, of course, you have a written deadline that you have to sign on the dotted line for. And read all of the details because we are still in a Mercury retrograde. We are still in the shadow through the end of March. So you want to read all of the fine print and make sure before you do sign on the dotted line. I think that's all I have for you, Cancers. Unfortunately, I hope April is better for us. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe right here. Hit the little bell so that you get notifications when I have more videos. And for the April horoscopes, taroscopes, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, my website at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. Until March, or until April. Crazy.